Hola estudiantes, empezamos con el proyecto uno. Hey students, let's get started with major project 1. This is a language, culture, and identity connections project. So the purpose of this project is to develop your Spanish language, culture, and identity awareness. So you'll do this by making connections to language, culture, and identity. In this project, you'll develop a presentation in which you investigate cultural products, practices, and perspectives from Spanish-speaking cultures and your own culture. So you will use the Spanish language skills of giving descriptions, presenting information, using common vocabulary and verbs, making comparisons, and responding to others. These skills will help you describe yourself, the culture or cultures that you explore, in various cultural products, practices, and perspectives. You'll also make connections and comparisons using the Spanish language, perhaps to the English language or another language that you speak. At the end of the presentation, you'll reflect on your learning and how you developed cultural humility, cultural understanding, and respect throughout the project. A quick language note is that it's okay to use Spanish, English, Spanglish, or a mixture of languages for this project. It's okay depending on what your Spanish language level is. And if you're not comfortable delivering presentations or recording yourself, that's okay too. You can submit your presentation slides for this project to the discussion board instead of recording yourself. I encourage you to use as much Spanish as possible, but I understand that this class is designed for a variety of language levels and comfortableness in the language. So depending on how comfortable you are, you can choose how you want to approach it. The knowledge and skills for this class are connected to the learning outcomes. The first one is design communication products for presenting information, concepts, and ideas in Spanish. The second one is investigate cultural products, practices, and perspectives and community connections. Next up, compare Latinx, AOA, and or Hispanic cultures with students' personal cultures in Spanish, so cultural comparisons. And then finally, cultivate cultural humility through language learning. So the project tasks are what you have to do for this project. So this is a 2-week project, and all of the green check marks with tarea are things that you need to submit to Blackboard. So the first thing to do is to watch the videos and to skim the readings about language, culture, and identity. After that, number 2, do some more readings and videos about cultural products, practices, and perspectives, kind of the framework for language learning. Those readings and videos help you kind of build the background knowledge and understanding and give some examples for how to do this project. Number 3 is share what you know and what you're learning in the class Padlet. And then number 4 is when you explore resources and you choose your topic idea for the project. You can research the topic on your own, or you can do it through the class materials. And so where you find that is right here, where it says exploring topics for major project 1. There's some guiding questions that you can use that will help you prepare your presentation. But basically, you explore these different topics and these different activities of a bunch of different topics like family, food, traditions, festivals, music, art, history, sports, and a whole bunch of other things. So there's a whole bunch of resources here for you to check out as you get interested in this project and as you start to then choose which topic you would like to present about for this project. So jumping back there then, we go to, that was number 4, exploring your resources, and then choosing your topic. That'll be done in week 2. Then what to submit, number 5, is a wiki, and that's your first impressions and learning moments, where you share your first impressions and learning moments. You can also ask questions that you have in that space about this project. Number 6 is where you design and rough draft your project. You can submit your rough draft at the end of week 2, and I'll take a look at it, give you some tips before you do the final draft in week 3. Number 7, add to the class vocabulary wiki, add 5 to 10 words to the wiki. And after that, number 8 is really the big part of this project. It's where you submit the final draft of your project. You can record it and submit to Flipgrid. There's some instructions for how to do that, or you can submit directly to the discussion board. Number 9 is then to watch a couple of your classmates' presentations and leave them feedback in the Flip presentation or the discussion boards. And finally, number 10, reflect on your learning in a reflection journal at the end of week 3. That's where you also kind of score yourself on this project and what you learned. Share your learning in the final Padlet in week 3 as well. So the rubric for this project is right here. You can check this out. Let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything you don't understand on that, or if there's parts you want to change. We can discuss some changes if this rubric doesn't work for your learning style. Additionally, there are templates for this project, or specifically one template for this project that you can use It gives you some different kind of slides that you can complete for this presentation. You can make a copy of it right here and then download it as a PowerPoint or a Google slide, whatever you prefer. And really, you can kind of just use this as your base framework and then put your own spin on it for this design template. But this is the breakdown of Major Project 1, the Language, Culture, and Identity Connections project. Let me know if you have any questions, if you need any help deciding a topic and getting started with this project. Nada más, nothing more. Adiós.